Okay, so this is one I've been sitting on for a very long time and one that I've been very excited to tell for a very long time, and I think you all will enjoy it. Obviously, if you do, leave a like on the video. And yeah, man, let's tell this story time. It's a good one. So there's really no way to intro this other than just jumping into it, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's do it. So today's story time is about the time that I accidentally gave my dad edibles. Yeah, it's an interesting one. So today's story time all takes place back in the year of 2019. Now, in 2019, I was living in New York. I had my own apartment. Life was cool. Life was good. I wasn't living too far from my family. They were about 20 minutes away. So, like, my dad and my mom and my brothers and stuff all lived pretty close. And everything was going good, right? I was uploading frequently, seeing my family, seeing my friends. Everyone was doing good. Things were great, right? Now, one day in 2019, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a Wednesday. I woke up really early for some reason. I don't know why. My sleep schedule was just like on point for once. I woke up at like 7 in the morning, got up out of bed, took a shower, took time getting ready, made a video super early on in the day. Then I had some breakfast. And later on that day, probably at about 11 a.m. or 12, I got a text from one of my friends. Now, let's call this friend Nathan, okay? Nathan hits me up, and he's like, yo, dude, I have a gift for you. When can I drop it off? And this could mean two things. One, it's a really good gift, or two, it's some bullshit. So I replied, and I was like, Nathan, what is it? I want to know before you give it to me. I don't want any bullshit. Because he was a troll. He was like a prankster. He was that kind of dude that'd be like, yo, dude, I have something for you. And then you'd open it, and it'd be like some sort of fucking rare African spider that'll bite you and make your dick fall off. I didn't trust him, okay? I didn't trust him. And he's like, bro, come on, man. Like, you can trust me. It's not some bullshit. I would never fuck with you like that. And I was like, yes, you would, Nathan. Tell me the truth. What is it? And he wouldn't tell me. He's like, bro, you'll just have to wait and see. And I'm like, all right, man. Well, I'll be home all day. Come through whenever. Now, about 2 hours later, Nathan pulls up to my house. And he walks in, and he has this box. It was like a little present box. And he hands it to me. And he's like, here, man, open it. And I was like, bro, I swear if I open this shit and there's an animal inside or something that's going to bite me or like something crazy, I'm not going to be happy. He's like, bro, when have I ever done that to you? Like, come on, just open it. So I open the gift very carefully. And after I open the box, I look inside, and there's a jar full of peanut butter. And it's not like a brand of peanut butter. It's not like Skippy or like fucking Jif or whatever the hell it's called. It's literally just a glass jar of peanut butter with no label. And I was like, Nathan, why the fuck did you give me peanut butter as a gift? What is this? He's like, dude, it's weed peanut butter. And I was like, oh, what the fuck, bro? That's a lot of peanut butter. He's like, dude, I know, like, I made it. Do you want it? Now, at this time, I didn't even smoke. I didn't do edibles. I didn't do anything. At this time, I was completely just straight edge, kind of like how I am right now, just because I kept getting panic attacks and stuff. But I didn't want to be rude. He made it himself, and he was giving it to me as a gift. So I was like, you know what, man? Yeah, I'll take it. He's like, fuck yeah, bro. Like, it's good shit. You'll like it. And I was like, yeah, man, I don't really smoke or do anything anymore, but, like, I'll try a little bit. He's like, hell yeah, dude. So I did. I put a little bit on a cracker, and I ate it. And that shit was strong. Like, bro, just the little bit I put on a cracker, I felt a lot just a couple hours later. And I was like, damn, okay, this shit is like the real deal. Like, and it was a huge jar. Like, it was enough to probably last me the whole year. I'm not kidding. Like, with my tolerance and the way that I would smoke and eat edibles, like, I don't think I needed anything else. So anyway, later on that day, I said goodbye to Nathan. He dipped. He had to go do something. So I said peace to him, thanked him for the edibles, and we went our separate ways. And after that, I just spent the rest of the night watching Netflix and kind of just being lazy. Didn't really do shit, right? Now, about 2 weeks goes by, right? And at this point, I've only eaten the weed peanut butter a couple times. And every time I did, it was just a little bit on a cracker. That was it, right? Just enough to like get a little buzz, not enough to like get super fucked up, right? And I was just keeping it on my kitchen counter. I mean, I was the only one that lived at my apartment. I was the only one that like was ever really in there. And if I ever had people over, I'd let them know like, hey man, that's not regular peanut butter. So if you like make a sandwich or something, don't put that on there. Like, unless you want to have a real different experience than you normally do with peanut butter and jelly, don't eat that, you know? So yeah, I didn't think much of it. I thought nothing could go wrong. I thought keeping it on my counter was fine because I was really the only person in my apartment most days. Well, yeah, about 2 weeks later, I'm in my apartment and I'm taking a shower, right? And while I'm in the shower, my phone starts ringing. And I look down at my caller ID because I keep my phone in the shower with me. I still do. I don't know why. It's probably stupid, but whatever. And I see that's my dad. So I stopped the shower, turned off the water. I answered the phone. I was like, what's up, Dad? He's like, hey, like, what are you doing? And I was like, just taking a shower quick. What about you? He's like, well, I'm in the area and I have food that I made. I want to drop some off to you for the weekend. Yeah, my dad's the shit. He would just like drop food off every once in a while, just like to, you know, be nice. I was like, yeah, for sure. Well, I'm home right now. My door's unlocked. Like, you can just pull up and drop it off. I'll be out of the shower in about 15 minutes. He's like, okay, cool, cool. So I hang up, not thinking anything, right? And I'm just in the shower. And about 10 minutes later, I heard my apartment door open while I was in the shower. And I could hear my dad like yell hello. And I said hi back. And I told him I'd be out in a few minutes. And I finished up my shower, got out of there. I was drying off with my towel. I wrap the towel around my waist, throw on my sandals, and I walk out into the living room where my dad was. And I see him in my kitchen eating spoonfuls of this peanut butter, man. Just spoonfuls of it. And I was like, Dad, put that down. And immediately he like puts it down really fast. And he's like, what is this? What am I eating? Am I going to die? Like, what'd you put in this? And I was like, no, like, Dad, how many spoonfuls of that did you eat? He's like, I don't know, like 5, 6? I was like, 6? You ate 6 spoonfuls of that? Are you serious? That quickly? He's like, yeah, what's in it? And I was like, Dad, it's weed peanut butter. Like, it's got weed in it. He's like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. Now, look, my dad's kind of a stoner, okay? Like, growing up, I know he definitely smoked weed on and off. I didn't see him smoke it because I was a kid and he didn't smoke around me, obviously. But, like, I heard stories and stuff, and, you know, I heard through, like, friends that my dad smoked. I didn't know if they were true. And then when I was an adult, when I turned 18, like, he was much more open about it. And I don't know how frequently he smoked. I don't think it was every day, but it was at least, like, every couple of days. So, like, he had a little bit of a tolerance, right? But I don't think he had enough of a tolerance to eat 6 spoonfuls of this really strong weed peanut butter shit, right? Like, I just knew that it was going to affect him not so good. And so did he, because his face looked terrified. And I remember after I told him that it was weed peanut butter, he, like, had this shock on his face for, like, a good minute. And he was like, oh, man, like, I'm screwed. I can't go out. I have things to do today. I have errands to run. I have people to see. Like, I got to cancel all of it. Like, I'm going to be fucked. And I was like, Dad, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I was like, why'd you eat it, like, randomly? Like, why'd you just take a spoon and start eating it? He's like, well, I thought you made homemade peanut butter. Like, it looked good. And I was like, Dad, when am I ever making homemade peanut butter? Like, of course, if it's homemade peanut butter, it's going to have weed in it. Like, come on. He starts laughing, and I'm laughing, but we're both obviously nervous for what's going to come in the next couple hours. And then he was like, did you make that peanut butter? Like, did you make that yourself? And I was like, no, my friend made it. He dropped it off, like, a couple weeks back. He's like, well, it tastes good. I didn't even taste the weed. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's a little too good. And it's strong. And he's like, it's strong? And I was like, yeah, I don't want to scare you, but like, yeah, you're in for an interesting night. He's like, oh, no. And I was like, you got 2 choices here. You can either drive home now before it hits or stay here for the next probably 5 hours. And he's like, oh, man. All right, I'm going to go home. And I was like, I'll drive you. So we got in his car and I drove him home just in case it kicked in while he was driving. I didn't think it was gonna because he just ate it, but like I didn't trust it. So I took him home and I ended up like babysitting him for the rest of the night. Literally, we got there and then like an hour or 2 later, it started to kick in and it was exactly what we expected. Like it was strong. I mean, literally my entire life, you know, knowing my dad, I've never seen his eyes this fucking red. It looked like he had cried for 8 hours and then like dumped like Mountain Dew in his eyes and then smoked 8 blunts. Like them shits were red. They were redder than red. It was insane. And he was uncomfortably stoned. Like I remember we were trying to watch a movie and I looked over to my left and he was in his chair just rocking back and forth like he was about to fucking lose his mind. And I was like, are you okay, Dad? And he's like, I'm fine. I'm okay. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, I'm fine. Just watch the movie. And he was like rocking himself back and forth. And I was just like, Dad, if you need anything, like, let me know. Like, you want a water or something? He's like, no, I'm okay. I got water. And then like 10 minutes later, I looked over again and he's looking at me and I was like, are you good? And he's like, this is the most messed up I've ever been, Austin. Like, I've never been this stoned. I'm so stoned. I'm seeing things. Like, I'm getting visual, like, hallucinations off these edibles. Like, I've never had that happen from weed. Like, I'm seeing stuff. Like, what do you mean you're seeing stuff? He's like specks in my vision and stuff, like colors. And I was like, do you need to go to the hospital? He's like, no, I'm okay. Like, I think I'm just really, really high. And, you know, there's been times where I've gotten so messed up that I've seen a little bit of stuff myself, but it still concerned me to hear him say that, right? Now, we watched one movie together, and then after that, he was still just uncomfortably just messed up. So we watched another movie together. And after that movie, he was feeling a little bit better. But then his stomach was hurting. He said his stomach was like cramping up really bad and he had to use the bathroom. So he went and did that. And then afterwards, it seemed like he had kind of like got better for like 10 to 15 minutes. He sounded pretty good and he looked like he was doing better. And then out of nowhere, he just started getting super dizzy, like on the verge of passing out. And I had to like have him lay down in his bed and like bring him water and shit. It was terrifying, man. I thought my dad was going to like be one of the first people ever to die of weed. Like he seemed too high. It was crazy. Now, luckily, he was okay. Eventually, after watching like another movie and like, chilling out for a couple more hours, he finally was over the worst of it and he was coming down and things were like getting better. And I ended up hanging out and like keeping an eye on him for like pretty much the whole night. I pretty much just like slept there. I didn't fall asleep, but I stayed up the whole night, like making sure he was good, if he needed anything. I don't think I went home until like 5 a.m. the next day. And when I got home, I remember I jumped on Discord and that friend, the one that made me the peanut butter, was on. He was in my server and I joined and I was like, yo, Nathan. He's like, what's up, man? I was like, bro, my dad ate the butter. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah. He's like, your dad? Austin's dad ate the weed peanut butter? I was like, yeah, bro, he ate it and he had a horrible fucking time. He's like, how much did he eat? That shit's strong. I was like, bro, he ate 6 spoonfuls of it. He's like, 6 fucking spoonfuls? He's like, bro, I eat edibles almost every day and I don't do more than 2 spoonfuls. That's fucking crazy. And I was like, I know, bro. He didn't know it was an edible. He thought it was just regular peanut butter that I made myself. He's like, bro, when the fuck are you making peanut butter? I was like, I know, that's what I said. And we're both laughing our ass off. And we ended up just like laughing about it for like 2 hours straight, bro. It was so funny. And the next day, Nathan actually called my dad and was like, hey, Austin's dad, my bad about that. I should have labeled the jar or something and put like weed peanut butter on it or something because I feel bad that you ate that. And my dad's like, no, it's not your fault. Like, it's my fault for just eating random things at Austin's apartment, I guess. I should have known better. And it's funny, he's like, he was blaming himself, but in reality, it's my fault, man. I shouldn't have had that on the counter like that. I had it out on the counter like it was just some regular ass peanut butter. Like, that's my fault. I should have had it like hidden somewhere. Like, I had it on the counter, like it was like, oh, hey, here's my peanut butter, like anyone could take it. But yeah, luckily in the end, my dad was okay. I think he just got the highest he's ever been in his entire life, thanks to Nathan's peanut butter. And yeah, there's a very simple moral to this story. Don't do what I did. Don't be leaving that out for anyone to eat. That was really dumb of me. And also, if you're at someone's house and you see a random jar of some peanut butter or some sort of mystery food that's homemade, don't just go digging into it without asking, because you never know what might be in that stuff. You might have an allergy to something in it. It might, not taste very good, or it might have a bunch of weed in it, and you're going to have the most uncomfortable night of your life. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the story time. Thought it was a pretty funny one, pretty crazy one. Definitely been waiting to tell this one for a while, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I will see you all later. Peace.
Take his 401k and I'll put it on my wrist. Only YSL my fit.